have it.
Oh, you're just mad because I know you're the walking man.
Yes. Now go ahead and sing.
Mile is the last mile home when you've been away. The dearest dreams are the dreams of home when you've been away. You travel far over land and sea. Then one day it's as clear as can be. The sweetest mile you'll ever roam is the last mile home. You travel far over land and sea. Then one day it's as clear as can be. The sweetest mile you'll ever roam is the last mile home.
Very good, Dennis. Very nice. But, Dennis, don't you think that since this is Don Wilson's 25th year in radio, you should have dedicated your song to him?
To Don?
Yes, you see, in his honor, we're calling this Don's Day.
Gee, I can hardly wait till I've been in radio 25 years. Then it'll be Dennis Day.
Yeah. Dennis Day. Now, Don.
Yes, Jack.
In honor of your silver anniversary in radio, I'm going... Oh, excuse me. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Benny. This is Rochester.
Rochester, what do you want?
I got bad news for you, boss.
Bad news?
Yeah, the man who sold you the yacht was here to collect the $50,000.
Rochester, I wrote him a letter and told him I'm not going to pay for that yacht.
I guess that's why the other man was with him.
What other man?
The man who was carrying the briefcase for the other man.
Other man? You mean there were 3 of them?
4.
4? Were they lawyers?
I think so. Their names were Habeas Corpus, Delecti, and Schwartz.
What?
You'll hear them all on CBS this fall.
Rochester, stop beating around the bush and tell me what happened after you met these lawyers.
Well, they mean business, boss. You'll either have to pay the money or go to jail. They left a summons for you.
A summons? Read it to me.
Well, it starts off, the party of the first part, the Colonial Yacht Company, hereby contends that Jack Benny, the party of the second part, committed fraud, deceit, and trickery with criminal intent.
Oh, my goodness.
Then the rest of the page is filled with a lot of legal talk I don't understand, ending with, whereas in such case, consult the schedule on the other side.
What's the schedule on the other side?
Visiting hours.
Rochester, this is serious. Are the men still there?
No, they left about 2 hours ago.
Then why didn't you call me sooner?
I was busy packing your clothes.
What?
You'll find some seasick pills in your pocket.
Seasick pills?
It may be Alcatraz. They ain't gonna take you on the Queen Mary.
This whole thing is ridiculous. Nobody's sending me to jail, and don't call me again unless it's important. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
was that all about, Jack?
Oh, nothing. It's that yacht company trying to frighten me. Now, where were we?
We were talking about my anniversary.
Oh, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, for our feature attraction tonight, Come in.
Hi, Jack.
Well, look who's here, Frank Sinatra.
Say, I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Not at all, Frank, not at all.
It's good to see you, Frankie.
It certainly is, Frank.
Yes, we feel quite honored.
What do you need him for when you got me?
Dennis, believe me, the fact that Sinatra is here is no reflection on your ability.
It isn't, Mr. Benny?
No, kid. You see, I'm glad Sinatra's here because he's one of the greatest singers in the country.
Frank, I was supposed to read that.
I know, Jack, but when I see a line like that in the script, I like to stroke it a while.
Oh.
So he's one of the greatest singers in the country, huh?
Yes, he is.
How many shows has he got?
One.
Ha!
Dennis, be quiet. Tell me, Frank, when did you get back from the East?
Last week, Jack. I would have been back a little sooner, but I was on one of those local trains, and it stopped at every town.
Oh.
Going through New Jersey, we stopped at Newark, Passaic, Red Bank, Plainfield, Elizabeth,
Hey,
Hoboken.
Frank,
Yes?
if you stopped in Plainfield, maybe you saw my sister Babe.
No, I didn't, Mary. In fact, I didn't even get off at Plainfield. We just stopped there for 5 minutes to take on a new engineer.
That was Babe.
Oh, then that explains it.
Explains what?
It's the first time I ever saw a pair of overalls with a plunging neckline.
Look, I'm sure there are other things that we can discuss besides the adventures of Casey Livingston.
I'm sorry.
Say, Jack, I meant to ask you, how do you feel since you came home from the hospital?
Oh, I'm fine now, Frank. Really okay.
I'm glad to hear that. But, you know, you'll never have to go to the hospital again if you take care of yourself like I do.
Like you do?
Well, yes, Jack. My system of keeping healthy is very simple. I get up bright and early every morning, take 15 minutes of exercise, and then they bring me a large glass of orange juice. What a workout.
Workout? Drinking a glass of orange juice?
Who drinks it? I swim in it.
Oh.
And getting around those seeds is murder.
I wouldn't know.
Yes, sir. And then I take 10 minutes of deep breathing exercises. That's the way I've developed my chest to what it is today, you know.
Oh, I see. And, Frankie, what is your chest measurement normally?
34 inches.
And what is it expanded?
32.
Wait, how come your chest is 2 inches smaller when it's expanded?
I don't know. I must have a slow leak somewhere.
Well, that I can't understand at all, including my lead line.
No, slowly. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's very funny.
Now, Moby Dick.
Moby Dick? That's no way to talk to me after I took this program when it was down.
It wasn't down. I was a big success all over, New York, Chicago. And they loved me in St. Joe.
And they're crazy about me in Czechoslovakia.
Yes, I read about it.
Anyway, Jack, you shouldn't be so hard on Don. After all, he is celebrating his silver anniversary in radio.
That's beside the point, Frank. Say, how did you know this was his silver anniversary?
Why wouldn't I know? Don's the announcer on my Lucky Strike program, Light Up Time.
That's right, Jack. I broadcast with Frankie 5 times a week.
Gosh, Frank, I didn't realize you were on 5 times a week. A half hour each program?
No, 15 minutes.
Ha! Dennis, keep quiet.
Well, Jack, you see, that's one of the reasons I came over here today. I cooked up a little song especially for Don, and the Sportsman Quintet's going to assist me.
The Sportsman Quintet?
Yes, this is a special arrangement, and it was necessary to add Mel Blanc.
Oh, that guy gets in on everything. Well, go ahead, Frankie. Let's hear it. Don, this is especially for you.
You must have been a beautiful baby. You must have been a wonderful child. When you were only starting to go to kindergarten, I bet you drove the little girls wild. And when it came to winning blue ribbon, I bet you showed the other kids how.
That's Mel
I
Blanc.
can hear the judges wail as you stepped upon the scale. You were so fat you couldn't bow. Hey, you must have been a beautiful baby. 'Cause, baby, look at you now.
Take it, boys.
You must be waiting for the commercial. You must expect a Lucky Strike song. And that was our intention, but now we have to mention that something went a little bit wrong. We couldn't find the rhyme for tobacco. No words that Speedy Riggs would allow. We tried everything you see, even LSMFT. We thought that would work somehow. So we guess we'll have to skip the commercial and light up a Lucky right now.
Okay, I'll join you.
Let's light a Lucky right now.
You know they pay more.
Let's light a Lucky right now.
Frank, that was swell, and I appreciate your dropping over.
My pleasure, Jack.
Well, look, Frank, as long as you're here, would you like to take part in a little play that I wrote based on the life of Don Wilson?
Why, it'll be peachy. What part will I play?
Well, you can be Don's father, and Mary, you're going to be Don's mother.
Gee, that means I'm Frankie's wife.
That's right.
See, that's wonderful. I always wanted an engineer for a sister-in-law.
Yeah, it does. Now, come on, let's get on with it. Ladies and gentlemen, in honor of Don Wilson's 25th year in radio, we're going to present a play based on his life. The Don Wilson story, or Life Can Be Plentiful. Curtain. Music. Our story opens in Denver, Colorado, many years ago. The stork has just delivered a precious bundle to the home of Mr. and Mrs. Donald C. Wilson, Sr. The mother happily whispers to the father.
Darling, it's a boy.
And the proud father said.
Yes, aren't we lucky? The stork brought us a boy.
And the stork said.
Oh, my aching back.
As the proud parents leaned over the crib looking at their newborn son, the baby said. 3 days later, the baby said.
I want a T-bone steak.
He was developing slowly. The next day, a friendly neighbor dropped in to see this little bundle of joy.
Hey, you must be the happiest couple in Denver. Let me see the little fellow.
There he is in his crib. Isn't he a chubby baby?
Ooh, is he?
The next day, another neighbor dropped in, and the mother said,
Don't you think we have a cute baby?
And the following day, the sister-in-law dropped in. She couldn't stop. She was taking a fast freight to Frisco. Later that evening, the proud father was trying to put little Donald to sleep.
Now, come on, baby. Company's gone, and it's Betty Bye time. Now, baby, stop that. Baby, stop. Baby, put me down.
You better let me have him, dear.
All right, darling.
Now, Donald, close your little eyes and Mommy will sing you to sleep. Rock-a-bye, baby, in the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. If the bough breaks, the cradle will fall. Down will come Donald, Denver and all. Look, dear, he's asleep.
When Donald was 6 years old, they sent him to school. The teacher looked up at him and said,
And now I'd like you children to recite the alphabet. Donald Wilson, you go first.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, S, M, F, T.
That's correct, Donald.
the teacher used to work for